couldn't get it to activate. My original YouTube account was called Golem77123, and this man made me Kisame Unlimited. My favorite Naruto character is Nagito, and not the Nagito, oh, I'm in the prime of my life, the old beaten down Nagito that was dying with all like the metal bars in his back. That's my favorite character. I only like him because of how depressing he was. I'm like, I can relate to you. Oh, the Machina deck.
On a lighter note, what's your opinion on the Machina decks?
To be honest, I never really played Machina decks. Actually played. He played Machinas while I played Gadgets. Yeah. So at that time, so
and who knew they went together?
I'm just like,
we didn't figure that out. We never figured that part out.
No, you were the kind of person where you were like so in love with the XYZ Dragon Cannon.
I still do.
And you were like, I like Machinas when I was on to the point where I was like, I'm gonna find a way to mix Cyber Dragons, Ancient Gears, and Gadgets together. So I personally think that Machinas are a decent archetype, but I'm not the best one to talk about them. This guy is mainly.
Yeah, but that question was for you, so not for me. Next question is from Mr. Qvas18. What are you guys' favorite Yu-Gi-Oh archetype?
Constellas.
Elemental Heroes. This question is from Dusk DeViller. Dear Anthony, do you think that Fabled are good in today's Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm trying to run a pure Fabled.
Fabled? If you want to run Fabled purely and not rely on no support of anything else, I wouldn't recommend it. That's the kind of deck where you have to use support of something else to survive in this game. Like, a good thing is you could always use Tour Guide to bring out Kushano and XYZ and still be able to sync in a deck like that. You could also, because now that Tour Guide's been reprinted, it's not that hard to get. I mean, still kind of, but overall, I'm saying, with help with other archetypes, to fuel it, it can be better, but by itself, I don't think so.
The next question is from Firestarter1799. How do you guys feel about tag team duels?
Right there.
What's all your fave type of monsters, like dragons, warriors? What's our favorite type of monsters? Have you guys ever went to or won a tournament?
All right. Well,
let's start with the first question.
Well, how do we feel about tag team duels? Well, the thing, we've been in a tag team duel,
and we've got this one story.
The thing is, actually, that was another person that asked that, like, have you and me have ever been in one? So we kind of have to save that one. But the thing is, how we feel about I actually preferred it. Like, I think tag team duels are pretty fun because it's like, with most of the time in tag teams, like, you are so under the, like, you are concentrated purely on yourself in the game when you can actually lay back and really enjoy the game because your opponent could also save you a little. And it's fun to like say, I'm gonna attack you, I can't defend. I'll defend you. I like that concept.
Yeah, because before, like with tag team duels, nobody really knew how to do it. Then they actually made a rule book for how to do tag team duels, which I'm surprised why I haven't, like, since there is an official rule book for it, which I think there really is, they should try to, like, do some tag team, like, tournaments, or really do that, or do tag team tournaments in a way, and, like, just of preliminary rounds in tournaments, just to, like, weed out the little ones and make people face their partners, and, that'd be awesome as shit, because it'll fuck with people's heads. And it'll be more interesting, a lot of drama. Everybody loves drama. If we didn't, why would we keep up with the Kardashians? What's our...
A part of me was just like, whoa. Evan, what do you want? I don't want that shit.
I don't want that yet.
I don't want that yet.
Oh, go over. Getting sidetracked. Favorite type of, like, monsters, like, dragons, warriors,
that's kind of hard for me because I'm the kind of person where I don't really care about, the archetype. I care more about their design and what they look like. If anything, I could probably go better with attributes because I would probably say my favorite attributes would probably be dark, if anything else.
Oh, well, for me personally,
I'd probably say spellcaster, that's it.
I mean, for me, it's kind of weird because, like, it's the crazy thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! There's, like, 20-something types of monsters out there. But, mainly they only focus on some of them. Like, nowadays, now they made sidekicks, most people focus on warriors, dragons. Yeah. Shit like that. And then they make so many different types of monsters, like, Geminis and all that. So it's really weird because nobody really sees pyro-type monsters anymore. Sea serpents. Well, nowadays, they're making some cards for it to build them back up.
Speed it up.
Answer that question, I don't know. Probably warriors. Warriors or dinosaurs?
This question, that's for... I want to personally.
It says, have you ever went to a Warner tournament?
I actually want to answer this question because personally, Evan is the kind of person where he likes Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's not that into it mainly. He's not as hyped as most players. Like, he didn't even know what Card D is.
I don't.
See, me on the other hand, I have a panic disorder. I have agoraphobia, and I just said I don't really like to leave the house because if I'm around certain people where they're like, hey, you want to trade? You want to trade? I'm like,
yeah, because we used to go to like sneak previews.
I can't breathe. I'm like, get away from me.
We used to go to a lot of sneak previews, and they would have like a tournament like afterwards, after the pack thing, you know, but we never actually joined that.
Yeah.
We would duel the people there.
I didn't even like that.
Yeah.
I just hated when they would just, you'd pay $20 to enter, and they would legitly want to take the cards out of your hand and go, and I'm the kind of person where they were like big guys, and me and Evan are kind of short, so I would be like, a part of me was like afraid, can I have my cards?
Sir, you know, no, you cannot. I asked for a level 8 flat monster. I want a bitch.
This is a robbery, motherfucker.
This is a punch your mother.
Punch your motherfucking hands in the fucking sky. Put them up, bitch.
Oh, you gonna ask me for your number? Oh no, I'm not gonna ask for your number. I'll punch you.
I'll never forget that joke for the day I die. I just love that. I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm just surfing it. I'm like, well, I gotta go. Funny, like, oh, can I? I'm like, what? Do you want my number? Oh no, I was just trying to punch your motherfucking hands in the fucking sky.
All right, the next question is from Dark Demon Super Saiyan. Kind of good name. There's no numbers in it. That's a pretty cool name. I like a name with like no numbers in it. It's Dear Kisame, what is your favorite fusion monster? You have mine is Meteor Black Dragon.
My favorite my favorite fusion monster is an E-Hero, and that is E-Hero Tempest. E-Hero Tempest was the first Elemental hero I've ever pulled, and it was just so badass, and it was just like, oh my god. It was my first sneak preview too, because I went to Elemental Energon. I was like, oh my god. And I immediately put it in my pocket, because I knew everyone was approaching me, so I was just like, too many people. Next.
The next question is from Wicked Q. Wicked Q with the Kewl. Coming to you live. It's like a radio station. Dear Anthony, are you a top or bottom? Jokes.
I'm versatile, which means I could be bottom or top. You know, just because I'm, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm versatile. That's it.
The next question is from Malefic 0091. Who all hates 6 Sams? If so, why?
I hate 6 Sams.
He hates 6 Sams. I hate the way 6 Sams are today, but I originally liked 6 Sams because when the first original legendary 6 Samurais came out, you know who ran them? This guy. And I still have him in a deck because I like him. 6 Samurai Zanji, 6 Samurai Iru, 6 Samurai Kaman. What you see? I don't never see nobody run around with a 6 Samurai Kaman in their deck. Oh, I'll be surprised if I see a Yaichi. Motherfuckers. Yeah, wait, so my phone back. Because we gotta make this. Running out of time. Yeah, they run each other, blah, 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 pull the card, Tag team duels. Okay, hey Anthony, have you seen my Squirtle? He seems to be missing. Know something? From Pika Power 22.
It's my Squirtle. That.
Simply Yu-Gi-Oh! Can you put my Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck on this channel?
I used to do that, I ain't doing it no more.
Yeah, because we don't want to, This question is from A2CXFEJILGY, because I can't even try to pronounce that. I don't know what country you're from, but learn how to spell. How do you get out of a room with no door or windows and nothing in the room except a mirror and a table?
How do you know this? Do you know me personally? Are you I invented that. I know what that is.
He used to ask me this question all the time in high school.
I asked him this in high school, and we haven't been in high school for a while. I've been saying that since I was 7. And I know, how do you get out of a brick room with a mirror and a table? You look in the mirror, you see what you saw, you take the saw, you chop the table in half, 2 halves make a hole, you jump through the hole. That's how you get out of a brick room with only a mirror and table.
Next question from Creator of Evil. Dear Anthony, would you go out with me? Just kidding. On a serious note, no. On a serious note, no. Do you just play the card game, or do you also like Yu-Gi-Oh anime? If so, is that the only anime you like?
I got mail. I got mail.
It's the mail. It's the mail. I'm cutting the camera off.
No,
next
no,
clip,
no,
next
no.
clip, no.
No, you keep it going. I mean, like,
Because no, the battery's getting low. I'm gonna charge it a little bit while you open your thing.
oh,
So yeah.
okay.
All right.